hot seat here in the big studio here on a Monday afternoon show. Chris Yost. Did I pronounce the name correctly there, my friend?
It is Yost.
Yost.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, I have a pattern of butchering names occasionally. That's why I almost have to have my show producer Erica put spaces in sometimes, so I'm not butchering names, or put extra O's or extra S's or T's or whatever I need to do to make sure I don't. So how do you pronounce your last name again?
Yost.
Yost. So Chris Yost, and you are a social networker influencer, and you're also a YouTube actor.
Yeah.
So you bring quite a bit to the table.
Sometimes.
So you can come a little closer here to the mic here for me. So we got a lot to talk about. First off, how was the weekend? What were the highlights and what were the lowlights?
Oh man, this weekend. This whole week in general has been crazy for me. I mean, like, I went and got like a huge thing redone with myself. Like, I'm like really big on personal image, so I went and got like my teeth whitened. I went and got like my brows good and shaped up. I'm getting myself back together, Good. So.
And now I've been told before, when people have gotten their teeth whitened, it hurts, right? I mean, is it kind of painful after the process, or?
I wouldn't say hurts, but it's just kind of sensitive. You just don't want to put too much onto your teeth. Like, you don't want to be grinding your teeth. They're like.
Well, thanks for being honest, because a former coworker at the radio station had that done, and I got a phone call saying that person wasn't going to be able to make it in because they were in a dire amount of pain, and I thought, really, just to get some whitening on your teeth, you actually have to call out, they practically going to the ER and getting a pain medication to get your teeth whitened, for Pete's sakes. I mean, who acts like that, So I'm glad that you've cleared that for me.
Oh yeah.
So you got all the preppiness done then this weekend. You got the teeth whitened, and you said the eyebrows waxed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got.
And explain to me and all the listeners out there watching and listening right now why all that was done.
So it was all done because, my face is on, camera, and I'm in front of sometimes 10 people to thousands of different people.
Yeah,
so I kind of want to give that Hollywood look. So when they're looking, it gives them more attention to my face instead of looking around and wondering why I got so many zits or why am I wearing this certain shirt. They'll be looking at my face and my smile and be like, dang, this is a really cool guy.
Yeah, and normally when you go through these treatments to make Chris Yost, correct? I got that right this time, Yost?
Yeah, you could do NiiceChris too, if you want.
That's just so much easier, yes.
There we go.
Just call you NiiceChris, so I'll just start calling him Kenny Key. So.
There we go.
But with that being said, walk me through kind of the projected timeline when you want to do the haircut and do the eyebrow treatment and the teeth whitening. I mean, is this just a full Sunday afternoon, or do you kind of space it out accordingly, or?
Recently, I actually got some sponsorships that were able to do these for me complimentary due to just networking. So
well, I want to get my teeth whitened too, so maybe off there you can tell my show producer Erica how I can go in, because I've got cameras in here. I mean, my teeth should be. Colgate should be calling me to do an endorsement for that. Literally. My teeth should be on billboards.
Yeah,
it goes up to me. So.
Well, it's funny because actually, I think she did see the reason why I did get my teeth whitened. It actually was for a charity. This isn't a shameless plug or anything. It's actually a good cause.
No, yeah, of course.
100% of the proceeds go to this charity that help the homeless youth of our local area. So it's not just going overseas. Yeah. Some of it does, but most of it will go here.
Yeah.
And
it's not cheap to do it either. No. I have some friends who are dentists. And I think normally it's a couple $100 to do it, and you have to do it.
About $450.
Yeah. So that's not cheap. A lot of people don't just have that laying around. So.
But I do have a certain deal that you can get it for $145. So.
Well, there you go. Well, since you're on the big show today, put it out there, because why not? And let them know that we're putting it out there too when you talk to your sponsorship point of contact. So,
for sure.
So where can you get it done for $145?
$145. His name is Dr. Sam Savar. He's located here in Bellevue, actually, just right down the way.
Okay.
About a couple blocks down.
Well, tell him that we're doing practically a radio endorsement for him right now, so he should be calling into the show in the next 24 hours, and I should be in Friday looking good for this weekend's festivities. So
perfect.
I'll have Erica follow up with him, and but that's just a no-brainer.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, free plug. Who doesn't take him? So,
right.
$145, probably just a seamless 1, 2, 3 quick stop, huh?
Oh, yeah. It takes an hour and a half. He likes to talk, so.
Yeah. And is he humorous? What's he talking about? Is he talking about relevant things, or is it boring?
I think it just depends on who you are.
Yeah.
I think he like
Do
matches
you laugh
up.
when he's in there? Or?
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, good. So let's kind of get back to business here.
Yep.
We got Chris Yost here, and social networker, influencer, and YouTube actor. Let's kind of first kick it off with the social networking, side of the conversation, side of the business. I mean, it affects everybody. I mean, it's extremely powerful. It's becoming more powerful every day of the week. I feel like we all have our own individual channels ultimately with our following and with the way the traction is ultimately built up. So what kind of made you kind of ultimately adapt and be interested in kind of going down these roads in terms of wrapping your brand and your kind of human Rolodex, as I would say, because I mean that really is a big part of it.
Yeah.
To tie it into being a social network influencer and a YouTube actor.
Well, what really inspired me was my friends. Her name is It's Judy Time on YouTube. I've been friends with them for over like 12 to 13 years plus, and they just always have done it. Whenever I'm at their house, and then they'll travel, and I'm just like, "What do you guys do?" And then it's like YouTube. They told me it's like in 2008. Then I was like, "Okay, you know what? This is something that I could see for myself because I don't know what the heck I want to do.
Sure.
But I do know that I am an influence on people. I know that I'm funny, and if I don't know what I want to do, I could be an actor and act that part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And still be me.
Yeah.
So I get to be like multiple faces, and it just made me want to do it even more and more, and then stuff like this happens.
So so on the social networking side of the business, in terms of the business that you've created for yourself here, what's kind of the day-to-day operations? I mean, are you talking to clients? Are you doing speaking engagements? How are you ultimately helping people out gain new attraction levels and ultimately getting, because right now it's all about Instagram. I mean, Facebook is still doing what it's doing, but people are upset with Facebook like they should be. I mean, that was an issue that Zuckerberg put a lot of his fan base through. With those privacy settings. I mean, who wants to have their privacy just out there like that?
Right.
So kind of going back to Instagram in terms of having someone like yourself here on the air here at Studio110.live. Give me kind of your kind of ultimate flight plan threshold on how you kind of help people from someone that's just trying to kick off a campaign to someone that already has 10,000 followers that wants to get to 40,000, or what's kind of some recipes that you have that you can share with us today?
Yeah, so I could share like some secrets and stuff too, but like I wouldn't really know if I would consider myself a networker, but more of a social media influencer.
Okay.
But I do. My knowledge is based off of like VidCons or ClamorCons, vlogger events like here in Seattle. So I basically learn all these fundamentals of how to like be this person and like how to like do it quick.
Okay.
So I can hit up people who have like no followers, and that's where I feel like it benefits most, because people who have like 10K, 20K, 30K, they're already doing their thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I could guide them and say, hey, you just got to post every single day at a certain time, so your audience knows what time you're posting and what time you're going to be on.
And I've asked this question to other people, but in your opinion, Chris, like what are some good times to post?
Like honestly, it just depends. Like I could have a whole following in like Asia, so I have to post like at like midnight. You know what I mean? But if basically most people have their followers here in the United States, so I would say anywhere between 12 and 6 p.m. is, you just got to find out which is best for you of when it hits big.
Because I've been told that posting in the morning is the traction and the results that you're going to see by posting in the morning usually isn't that good, just because people are people that have kids and that have families and then are getting ready to kick off the day, they're not really on their phones.
Yeah.
I've been told around 11:30, just before they go to lunch, people are checking the phone around lunchtime, obviously. But then where I see a lot of good traction and positive traction and strong reactions usually is 8:30 at night. When people are back at the house, they've had dinner, they're either back from the gym or at the gym, checking their phone. So I don't know what your thoughts.
It's also on what platform you're posting that on too, because Instagram is on the algorithm right now, just as Facebook is and YouTube, because you don't see a post that's like 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. That's not the deal anymore, because they got a little bit smart, So it's now like whatever you're interested in, because if you look at your Explorer feed, right? I don't know what it's going to have on there, but mine's going to have like a bunch of fitness and like probably chicks on there, because like that's just what I follow.
Sure.
And then his might have like a bunch of nightlife stuff.
Yeah.
And then hers might have like
Studio110.live, literally up and down, just every single post is about.
So it's just algorithm,
Yeah.
and you might get better results at 8:30 because more logged in users are on at that time. Yes, but
Yes.
it also is just on what kind of content you're posting, on what your following actually watches.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to maybe you talking to us more off the air and in terms of getting some more secrets. But what are some other secrets that you can share here with people that ultimately are trying to develop those proper grid patterns? You know, they're trying to, whether they've got a fashion brand like my buddy Kenny here from Kingdom Coast, and look, I mean, you guys do events at the bars too. I mean, it's all about getting it out there, in a timely manner and a successful manner, so it tracks well.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is going to be consistency. Anybody can tell you that. Like, you could hear that from like the smallest person to the biggest person. Consistency is key.
Yes,
and
I've been saying it my whole life.
Yep, and that's literally it. Like it's not an overnight success thing. These people who you see who are like overnight success, let's take for instance the yodeling kid in Walmart. He's been doing it since he was like super young, but it just took that one opportunity.
Yep.
So it's more consistency and hitting the right opportunity, I think, is the biggest secret.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that too, because that's how a lot of artists, music artists, are discovered today.
Yeah.
It just takes that one opportunity, whether you're being, discovered in on the nightclub side of things, or wherever you're being discovered at a stage kind of kickoff, concert where you're opening up for another artist, or you're just performing on a street corner. I mean, that's where a lot of artists are discovered today, because you never know, when that A&R guy from that record company will be walking down the street and you get discovered, and the past is the past at that point. So I like the hat. Tell me about the hat that you're wearing.
The hat is my brand. I go by the name NiiceChris. I have the name for probably 10 years now, and actually Nice is a trademark, so you can't trademark a hashtag. So I just put the word "be nice," and I just wanted to I kind of push it. So I got some hats and shirts, but it's nothing big.
Well, I like one, and I'll definitely wear it, because I'm all about being nice. I mean, if you're not nice, I mean, what positive pattern does it show you, or does it show who you're talking to, or who you're doing business with, if you're going to be a jerk?
Exactly.
Or an ego, or whatever you have associated with you or your brand, or however you kind of leverage your day-to-day activities. I mean, there's nothing cool about being a jerk or an a-hole. I mean,
exactly.
So I like the hat. So you have t-shirts, and you're doing the whole line around this, or what?
I have tank tops, working out or just lounging at home. I'm looking forward to do more with it, but it's just right now I think I got to focus more on myself and my audience and my consistency to grow my channel.
Well, I'm all about leveraging and introducing the proper people. So my buddy Kenny here, and we were talking about this before you stepped in the studio, he's invested into a whole t-shirt operational system that you guys should talk about this off the air. But he makes stuff for his bar at Bologna Stone, so maybe you two could talk, and you could help him produce some t-shirts and some product for Be. It's called Be Nice.
I'm changing all the time. It's just a hashtag, right? There's so many. So I have Be Nice, Stay Nice, Nice Crew, just a bunch of different types of things that involve the word nice, just because.
So Kenny, you've done a lot of research on clothing brands, and you're a creative guy. I mean, if he was coming to you and he was saying that he wants to get a bunch of t-shirts or tank tops or hats produced, I mean, what would you think would be the proper messaging? That be nice, stay humble, stay cool, stay grounded. I mean, what would be kind of your proper ingredient?
Well, I mean, I like all of those. I mean, it's always good to motivate people to, be positive, be nice. So I definitely think you got a good brand idea.
Yeah.